Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video, we'll be taking a look at all the Warhammer products available to pre-order this coming Saturday. I was really expecting the Rogue or Dawn tank this week, but it's not to be, but we can't complain because there's a load of awesome figures available, and if you're into Slaves to Darkness for Age of Sigmar, I think you're going to be really happy because there's lots to look at here, some great models, so let's get stuck in and we'll work our way through all these new products. First up is the General's Handbook. This is your pitch battles for 2022 to 23 Season 2. There'll be 96 pages altogether, and they put these in the spiral bound books, which are awesome because you can open them up dead flat on the table, which is really handy. I think they should do more of that. It's a really good idea. And this is going to contain your match play events for Warhammer Age of Sigmar. You're going to get some changes in there, some updates, some new battle plans, grand strategies, and battle tactics as well. It's always fun when your Battle Tome or Codex is released for the faction you play, and this time it's Slaves to Darkness Battle Tome, and I think a lot of people are going to be happy about this one. Altogether, you're going to get 128 pages, and there's two versions. There's a limited edition, and that's going to have some fancy gold gilt-paid edges and a soft-touch cover, even a red ribbon bookmark. What else could you ask for? Or you can go for the regular version, do away with all those fancy bits, and get it a little bit cheaper. Next up is the Slaves to Darkness Vanguard Box Set, 70 miniatures altogether. I've been looking forward to seeing what they were doing with this one because the Start Collecting box was really good for the Slaves to Darkness. Had some awesome models in there, and this one looks okay too. Not sure about the Chariot, whether that's just in there because it's quite an old model, but I quite like it though. I think it's quite a nice one. I like the Chariots, even for the Beasts of Chaos. I think they have some cool ones. So yeah, the Chariots are pretty fun. What they like to play with, I don't know. Maybe if you play Slaves to Darkness, you can let us know in the comments section below. But yeah, I don't think it's too bad, but it does feel like it's chucked in there because it's quite old. Maybe they're trying to get rid of it and clear the line out for some of the newer models. But you're also going to get the Chaos Lord, 10 Chaos Warriors, and these are going to be multi-part as well, so you've got different options there, and 5 Chaos Knights, and these are going to come with the new upgrade sprue. So that's really awesome. And also, just to note on the Chariot, there's going to be 2 options to build this. You can either build it being pulled by horses or as the Gore Beast. So you're going to have a couple of build options there. So that's pretty cool. I think this box is definitely going to miss that Karkadrak though. What a great model. I've got one of those. To my shame, I haven't painted it yet. But it's primed, if that counts. I've got to get round to it. I've had it so long now. But yeah, I'll be doing that at some point for sure. But what a great model. And I think it would be really cool to add it to this Vanguard. And here he is, the Chaos Lord on the Karkadrak. Now he's going to be available to purchase on his own, apparently. Now, I didn't realise you could only get it in the Start Collecting box. So this is really good news. If you've been eyeing this up but didn't want to invest in it to get all the other models as well, then this is going to be your time to buy it on its own. But fantastic model. I think it looks so good. Here's another nice model, the Demon Prince. You can also use this one in Warhammer 40k as well. So you've got loads of options with this one. It's going to give you like all different heads that you can use for each of the Chaos Gods, a choice of different weapons, and loads more features as well. This is certainly another of those models that you'd get to build an army around and inspire you to get going with a different faction. Really cool model. There's so many good models for the Slaves to Darkness. Here's another one, Eternus Blade of the First Prince. I can certainly see why this is such a popular army. At a local gaming club, we've got loads of people building this as we're going to be starting our Path to Glory campaign really soon. I can't wait for. So yeah, hopefully some people will get this model and get it painted up because I can't wait to see this on the tabletop. Looks really cool. But I'll be looking forward to smashing him up with my Stormcast Eternals too. And we're still going. Here's the Exalted Hero of Chaos. And as it tells us in the article, this new General's Handbook is kind of going away from the demonic mounts now. So it's going to be a suitable model to take and it'll accompany the Chaos Chosen really well. But yeah, really nice model. That shield's awesome with the skull and the head with still a little bit of skin going on there. I think looks fantastic. And speaking of the Chaos Chosen, here they are, a set of 5 elite warriors that you can also add to your army. And it's really cool how they just keep improving and making these better. Same with the Stormcast Eternals. You think they're pretty cool already. How many iterations of this same faction can they do? But they seem to just improve and improve. And I think the poses they've done here, the proportions are bang on, there's movement going on. I just think they've done such a great job with these sculpts, and the details on them, brilliant. I feel like I should have a Chaos Slaves to Darkness army at this rate, and we're still going because there's also the Chaos Warriors, and so you'll be able to get a set of these. You'll find that these are going to come with some different weapon options, including hand weapons and the halberds as well. The shields are really well done. That one in the front looks like it's got some skinned faces on, which I think is brilliant too. So yeah, really nice models. What a great collection. But we're not done yet, as we're going to move on and have a look at even more models. This time it's the Chaos Knights. And here you're going to get 5 in the box altogether. They're going to come with an upgrade sprue, and this is going to include command options, so you can give your knights some different weapons, banners, instruments, and different champions paraphernalia. We're still going. Now it's the Ogroid Theradons. These are fantastic. The Ogroid Myrmidon from Warcry was one of my favourite models when I first started playing when Warcry came out. I loved it. It's such a cool model. Still love it now. Brilliant. But now these 3 look really menacing. I think these are going to be awesome. And I know that a lot of people in my club have got these, so I can't wait to see how they're going to be painted up and play against those as well. But yeah, brilliant models. All round, what a great looking army this is going to be when it's all put together. And if you're a fan of Slaves to Darkness, you've got to be happy with the selection here. And we're still not done though, because there's one more thing to look at, the final thing for the Slaves to Darkness. And so far it's been pretty impressive, some great models, but let's bring it back down to earth with these abominations. What is going on with these dice? It's not a preview without a bad set of dice lately, and they're just continuing the theme here. What a shame. You've got these awesome models, why would you accompany them with these terrible dice? I don't know what's going on. If you do like them though, they are going to come in a pack of 20, and they're going to be probably more than £22. I'll get the prices confirmed tomorrow and do some updates. But when you compare it to last week's dice, we were starting to get things better, weren't they? Even though there's 15 in the pack, at least they look good. I know they're a bit hard to read maybe, but still the style was there, a bit more detail paid to them. But again, they only put 15 in the box, still charging £22, which is a bit of a shocker. But we're back to normal now with these terrible dice. So yeah, big shame that that's going to be the dice that accompany this otherwise awesome army. Now, if these dice were cheap, though, it wouldn't really matter. You know, you get what you pay for. Cheap design, cheaply made, but they're not cheap. They're well over £20. They're more than £1 a dice. It's just too much. So definitely the worst dice so far this year. Seconded by my friend at the local game club, Tom, who also is disgusted with these dice too. So yeah, not a very good Games Workshop. A big fail, I think, there. Right, let's get things back on track with a really good model. Here's Horus Ascended. This fantastic sculpt is the next release in the Horus Heresy character series. So this is the Primarch of the Sons of Horus, the Emperor's traitorous war master. And what a great model. They've done such a good job with this one. I mean, the whole series is just next level. They look really good. I'd be interested to hear what they're like to put together though. If you've ever bought one, let me know in the comment section below. It'd be great to hear your feedback. But these are available from Forge World web store, so you can get those online. And it says that for those of us in the UK, Europe and US, they're going to be on sale on the Games Workshop web store as well. So that's pretty good news. You don't have to get them from Forge World. Sticking with Forge World, we've got some resin upgrades for the Thousand Suns Mark 6 Tactical Marines, and we're also going to get some Mark 6 upgrades for the Ultramarines as well. So you've got helmets and shoulder pads for both of those chapters. I'm looking forward to the first issue of White Dwarf this year, which is issue 484, and it's going to be focusing on boarding actions, so we can battle through some Space Hulks. I hope the battle report is for that. That would be fantastic if it is, but it says it's got some rules and background for playing 40k on the Space Hulks, and it's got a mini photo backdrop as the pullout, so we'll have to wait and see what that looks like. But yeah, really looking forward to this one. I think there's going to be lots to look forward to this month. Now we're moving over to the Black Library with Garrow, Knight of Grey. This is a limited edition. There's going to be limited to 2,000 500 copies, all with all the fancy stuff you'd expect and signed by the author. If you're not into all this fancy bling, then you can get the regular book in a paperback, ebook or audiobook, and this is Gara Knight of Grey, written by James Swallow. Then there's God Eater's Son by Noah Van Nguyen, and this is going to be available in, looks like, hardback, audiobook and ebook as well. Then there's Soul Slayer. This one's in audiobook, and there we go. This is by Darius Hinks. Usually when it's in audiobook, they show an image of the phone. So I don't know if there's a mistake there, whether it's coming out in paperback rather than audiobook. Not sure. But here we go. Next one is Dan Abnett, The Armour of Contempt, a Gaunt's Ghost audiobook accompanied by the proper phone graphic there. So that's really good. And then we're looking at Warhammer Plus. And this week it looks like they're focusing on Angels of Death Origins, but they're also going to be looking at Slaves to Darkness with the Lawmaster series, so you can find out a bit more there. And also a Battle Report are going to do something orky and weird apparently, so look out for that if you've signed up to Warhammer Plus. So there we go, really good week for the Slaves to Darkness, some fantastic models, real shame about the dice, but let's move on from that. Yeah, the great models available there, and really looking forward to seeing what people do with these armies. Love to hear what you think about this week's pre-order preview. Let me know your favourite product down in the description below. Can't wait to hear what you think. This next week ahead on the channel, I'll be focusing on my Stormcast Eternals. Still got to do that, playing a bit of catch up as I'll be looking back through some of the White Dwarf issues. And I've also got one of the best Imperium magazine deliveries to look at, because you've got the 4 issues that came, you've got the Orc Premium Kit, and an additional model that's a special inclusion in the collection. So I'll be sharing all that with you this week, and also continuing to work on my tabletop RPG book as well. So I might be doing some more videos on that as the week progresses, but also looking forward to seeing some new products that are promised next week, so can't wait to see what's going to be available. Now I'm back to business as usual after the holiday break. I'm going to be focusing on my Patreon for the rest of this month with some exciting projects to do with Kill Team, Warcry and 40k, so really looking forward to that. And if you're already part of Patreon, thanks so much for your support. It's been awesome to have you here and part of the community, helping me to keep going with these daily videos. Look out for all these new things coming out over the next month ahead. They're all going to be free to Patreon members. But I hope you enjoyed this video and it gave you a good look at what's coming ahead from Games Workshop. If you did like it, please hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this one, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to join me next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games.